And this fight, kind of like the last one, I'm really not a big fan of this fight. Aoriqileng is taking on Johnny Munoz, two guys that, in my opinion, are very untrustworthy fighters. Aoriqileng, he just got knocked out by Amin Zahabi, who's kind of a harmless guy. He's never really shown crazy power in the first round, like really early in the fight. So that was kind of an alarming loss. And Johnny Munoz in his last fight went in there against Daniel Santos, and I get that Daniel Santos is a beast. I think that he's potentially, a top 15 fighter in the future, but Munoz wanted no part of that fight. I mean, he was pulling guard and really kind of just quit on himself in terms of getting the win and coasted to a decision, which was unfortunate to see. But how these guys match up, I mean, it's pretty clear it's a striker versus grappler matchup. I mean, you look at Aoriqileng, and the guy is accurate. He's sharp with the straight punches and with the uppercuts. He has fairly good accuracy, but he's low volume and he doesn't really have crazy power. He has decent power, but he doesn't have crazy knockout power, so being low volume isn't good. And Johnny Munoz, he is a guy that is really kicks on the outside that are not real powerful, but keep the range and stay active with the kicks and then use that to eventually find the takedown. His hands are kind of not very good in my opinion, and when he can get it to the ground and make it a grappling fight, he's really good on the ground, good control. He has a lot of submissions outside the UFC, and he can grind it out. He can push guys against the cage and hold them there. And Aoriqileng, he's shown okay takedown defense and okay ability to get back up to his feet, but he did get taken down quite a few times by Cody Durden, and Durden is a great wrestler, but that was at 125. Munoz is a bigger guy, and he did get controlled quite a bit by Jay Perrin. He also got taken down in his UFC debut, which led to him losing that fight in the third round. So he's had fights where he struggled defending takedowns and getting held against the cage, and I don't think he necessarily has crazy knockout power where I think he's going to touch Munoz at one point and finish him more than likely. And I don't think he's going to have crazy activity and volume either. So I feel like Munoz is going to find those opportunities to pin Aoriqileng against the cage, maybe get a takedown or two, backpack him, and win around that way. And I'm going to say Munoz takes a decision here, just kind of through being the more aggressive guy and kind of implementing his game plan with the wrestling. Even if he's not super effective doing damage or anything, I think he'll get the job done. So I'm going to go with Munoz via decision.